all of that great jazz today. And I think that it's really important that we touch on this subject, and I'm happy that we decided to, because a lot of times in the past, we've decided to kind of sweep it back until somebody is dealing with it head on. And I think that for women that are representing a product, men and women that are representing a product, that are selling a product, that are using a product, these are aspects of this company and this business that we need to be knowledgeable on, so we are able to speak confidently and knowledgeably towards these people that have these concerns and questions. So when handling lawsuit questions and concerns, be to the point and factual, but also be very light, because guys, at this point, it's almost funny and comical that it's even still a thing. So moral of the story is people let Google dictate their common sense, and that's sad. I don't know if anybody watched Sarah Hill's live on lawsuits, but she said that over and over, and it really stuck with me, because at the end of the day, just like we learned in school, not everything you read on the internet is true, and not every site that you go to is a reputable resource that you can base, the truth on with cold, hard facts. Anybody can write on them. They're open forums, third-party blog sources. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But everything that Tori and I are going to talk to you guys about, we sat down and researched together on the internet. And I just want to urge everybody after this call to really take the extra steps to dive into some of the stuff that we are going to touch on, so then you know that you are fully knowledgeable on it. So we really thought that just kind of like how we become knowledgeable with other brands of products, I think it's very important to be knowledgeable on all of the other big, huge companies with targets on their back that also have gone through settled lawsuits. So then, if you're ever in a situation where you do have to kind of plead your case or put some more facts behind what you are talking about, you're able to come out with some things around these other companies. So a few of them are Target, Sephora, Starbucks, Nordstrom's, and Johnson & Johnson. That's crazy. These are some huge companies, huge brands that each and every one of us, and probably so many other people in the world, shop at, consume products, support, and go to every single day, if not 3 times a week. So in reality, if these people that have listened to the internet and have dictated what kind of shampoo they're going to use based off the internet, then these people have the same responsibility not to shop at these places as well, because they all have class action lawsuits against them. So another aspect of this is just to really understand certain terms that come along with lawsuits. And one of them is the word settlement. Okay, so a lot of people think that since Monat settled in court, that they are admitting that they're guilty and that they're saying that what all these people are saying is true. But if you go on the internet and you go to a reputable source, you find that settlement means in any event, in the typical private settlement, the parties agree that the defender has admitted no wrongdoing. Okay, so just understanding different terms and understanding different aspects of this, it's all online. It's all resources. And we have to become knowledgeable on it so we can talk about it. Tori is going to kind of go into, again, some of the legitimate resources as well as dive into the actual court case. So really great info coming at you guys. Make sure to listen up.
Yeah, guys, and just really quick before I get into the specific court stuff and what was actually read in court, if you see people, online or making Facebook posts or trying to get you riled up and say, oh, I've seen this, I've seen that, people sharing these videos or whatever they want to share, I strongly advise don't even comment on it. Scroll past it, unfriend them, block them. You don't want to engage with that type of stuff. First of all, because it's taking away from your business and your, it's not an income producing activity. It's actually a waste of time. And I don't want you to waste your time trying to convince these people who have formed their opinion based on silly things they read on the internet. So that's just my 2 cents about when you see stuff, go past it. Don't even think twice about it, because I'm going to go into why it does not matter. Okay, so we have an amazing resource, and it is called truthaboutmonat.com. Now, I've heard some people say that this is not a legitimate resource because it's written by our company. Now, this is completely false. What Truth About Monat is of course, it has testimonies from customers, but it also has just quick links already linked to these reputable resources, such as actual court documents, actual scientific research, all of the clinical trials. So it's like a one-stop shop so that everybody doesn't have to go and find these kind of hard to find links on their own. So that's what the Truth About Monat is, and you can feel good about sharing that with people because it's not something that we wrote and we're writing about ourselves that we're the best. It's an actual reputable resource that we're taking people to that just has like everything already found for them that is out there about us. Okay, so I want to touch on some words that were shared in court, and this pretty much sums up kind of what happened with the malicious online attacks that we received and why we took those people to court. So I'm going to read a quote, and it says, "Only after Monat had sold millions of units did stylists and salon owners with competing salon brands begin spreading malicious falsehoods to damage sales, primarily through Facebook. Their claims, which we know are some crazy things, were not backed by any evidence whatsoever. Indeed, such claims are directly refuted by Monat's rigorous clinical studies. Nevertheless, due to the fast pace of social media, the false claims spread quickly. To protect their market partners, Monat reached out and asked these individuals to take down and stop spreading lies. When certain people refused, Monat took swift action. Their claims are backed on unsupported assumptions that Monat's products cause harm, which is entirely contrary to the reliable scientific evidence. The class action mechanism, suing people, is not a shield against illegal anti-competitive conduct, and this court should deny the plaintiff's request to make it one." So basically that's saying Monat's not going to let these people use the court system and try to sue us just because we are competition that's actually, taking customers away from people. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, we have a great product. So I wanted to say every suit filed concerning Monat has been ruled in our favor. Scientific trials in their entirety are available online for your viewing and for your customers' viewing. So there you have it, guys. You really don't need to be concerned with the fact that we were in some lawsuits. We were in some lawsuits because we were protecting our name, and people were really trying to they know how powerful social media is, and people know, when you watch the news, what makes it on the news? Is it all the happy stuff? No, it's not. It's all the negative stuff. So we did this and did these lawsuits to protect our name, and they did it to protect us too as small business owners. So do not let the lawsuits scare you. And again, please go read all of these court documents if you'd like, so you can get some facts just like that and lay them out for people. Again, everything that, we were the defendants in this case. And again, everything was ruled in our favor, or it was settled saying that we did not, what Cam said, we did not do anything wrong. Right. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say about the lawsuits in specifics. Did you want to touch on anything, Cam?
No, I think you covered it. It's just really important, you guys, to do your due diligence, to do this research and learn more about this. I don't really think it's if you want to go look at these documents. I think that you should. I think that you should dive in so you are able to, defend your case and, put these naysayers to rest with just a quick little snippet of something, which Tori and I kind of put something together for you guys. I'm trying to find it. Sorry, if you have it, Tori, you can put it in there, but I'm trying to find it really quick. We put together a little response that everybody can use to kind of put all of this knowledge that we are giving you guys wrapped into one message. So then you're not having to put it in your group text. You're not having to go to your, your upline and create all this negativity around something that we've trained on. And we've provided the information for you guys. And now you guys really need to take it and use it to your best advantage. Do you have the message or no?
I do, but I have it on my phone. So is it okay if I text it to you? And can you copy and
Yeah,
paste?
perfect. I can do that. I'll do it before I get into this other stuff.
So
So this is pretty much covering everything that we just talked about, but in just a short paragraph form with the link also at the bottom. I actually don't think that I can paste it in here. It's too long. So I'll provide it in my MMB chat, and then everybody can pass it around to their teams. This is what it says. It says, our products have been through countless clinical trials and testing, more testing than any other hair care company, all to find there is simply nothing harmful in them. There are over 700,000 happy VIP customers, and we have less than a 1% return rate. We are taking the market by storm, and our competition isn't happy about that. Next year, we'll be a larger company than Pantene, and we've done this in only 4 years. Our competition has unfortunately given false claims that spread like wildfire on the internet. But like we learned in school, you shouldn't believe everything you read. Every lawsuit filed concerning Monat has been ruled in our favor. Of course, if people have any allergy to one of our ingredients, that is something we take extremely seriously and recommend to discontinue use. And that's true for any product. I understand your concern, but honestly, there is nothing to be worried about. It's just shampoo. Smiley face. This website gives you a little better insight around everything. The truth about Monat is linked. Click on Science and Litigation in the tab up top, and it'll take you to the facts. That is the most important part when directing somebody to this site in regards to lawsuits, because when you just go to the truth about Monat, all it talks about is the ingredients, all it talks about is what isn't included, and if they don't know to be directed to the Science and Litigation tab, then they're not going to be reading the cold hard facts. So this response was honestly, Tori created this whole thing, so thank you so much. She really put a lot of effort into it, so I really appreciate that. And I know that everyone is going to really put this to use. So like we mentioned in that response, we touched a little bit on allergic reactions. So guys, let's really, really think and be knowledgeable about this. Allergic reactions are bound to happen from anything that you use. It's all dependent on you and what you are allergic to, and not each person is the same. So a couple of examples that I really like to use for this when people are concerned about the negative reviews and the whatever that is happening to people, I like to explain, absolutely people can have reactions to anything, and I really like to relate it to the fact that people have allergic reactions to medicines all of the time, but that person isn't going to go to the internet and blast about how that medication didn't work for them and how nobody should ever use it, because who knows what that medication could do for somebody else who isn't allergic to the same things as them. And it also goes back to Sarah Hill actually gave this example. If you go to a restaurant and you have a peanut allergy and you order lettuce wraps and you read the menu, you don't see anything about cashews or peanuts, but you don't ask, and then you eat them, and then you have an allergic reaction, you don't go and tell everyone not to go and eat at this restaurant because you had a peanut allergic reaction. That is literally mutually exclusive to you, not every single person in this world. I don't even know if I use that term right, but whatever. So, yeah, you guys, allergic reactions, they're bound to happen. So again, we need to be very knowledgeable, and also know that I know that part of the negative reviews is the whole hair shedding thing. And we've touched on this so many times just about the hair process, but being knowledgeable that a topical product can't make your hair fall out. It's all internal, it's hormonal, it's due to antibiotics, medicine, vitamin deficiencies, diet, and that's something that you guys really need to be knowledgeable about as well. So ways to avoid this whole allergic reaction deal or ease your customers' minds if they are concerned before ordering, recommend doing a patch test, okay? Our scalp is only an extension of our skin, but with hair on it. So if they were to take the product, put it on a sensitive part of their arm, like right here on their forearm or right here on their elbow, maybe behind their ear to make it closer to the scalp, leave it on there for a few hours. If they don't have a reaction then on their skin, then they're not going to magically have a reaction on their scalp. It's an extension of their skin. So maybe, you know, just taking that extra step to ease their minds of that, you can buy it, put it on your skin, see in like 4 hours if you have a reaction to it or not. And if you do, you can return it. But if you don't, then you know that you are not allergic to any of our naturally based ingredients in our products. Because we have sunflower seed oil, you guys. Like, we have certain like oil extracts that people could be allergic to. So again, taking that extra step, providing that extra form of information, that, you know, extra step of, hey, to do a patch test, you know, I do this with all so yeah, that's kind of what I have about allergic reactions. I think that everyone should know it can happen with any product, anything that we ingest, anything that we use. And it's really silly to guide one person and tell one person not to use something because you didn't have a good reaction to it.
Yeah, and people can become allergic to things later in their life. A good example is my mom was not allergic to cats her entire life. And then in her late 20s, she becomes magically allergic to cats. So the human body is always changing depending on your surroundings or whatever. So people may start the product and then eventually, you know, they can't use one of our ingredients, but or somebody could say, hey, like I've never been allergic to sunflower seed oil. I don't know why I would be now. The body changes. So just know that. And not, like I said, knowledge is power. Now I'm going to go into a little bit about our scientific board and all the people and all the doctors and the dermatologists and the surgeons and the ophthalmologists that are on your side and that are here, you know, putting their names behind this product and this company because they believe in it and they know the good that it can do for people. So, like I said, it's full of world-renowned scientists, dermatologists, physicians, ophthalmologists, surgeons, etc. So the first lady I want to talk about is Dr. Antonella Tosti, MD. She's a dermatologist and worldwide recognized expert in hair disorders. So at Monations, she was the person that was like, guys, shampoo doesn't make your hair fall out. It simply doesn't. It has to do with what's inside and internally what's going on, anything you might be deficient in, or if you were sick 3 months ago, you know, whatever it may be. So she's amazing, and she's an expert on hair disorders, so she knows what she's talking about. Jamie S. Ross is the head of research and development. He's also the past chairman of the Society of Cosmetic Chemists. Now, if that doesn't sound important, I don't know what does. So he knows his stuff. His expertise helps maintain our position at the forefront of innovation, and we're always coming out with the brand new technology that nobody else has, and he's pretty much responsible for that. So he puts his name behind our product in our company. Dr. Brent Agin, I think is how you say his last name, MD, a well-recognized anti-aging author and physician, another very reputable person who writes books and is very knowledgeable in supplements and anti-aging, you know, hair care, and not specifically hair care, but now hair care because he's a part of ours. Yeah. But he knows his anti-aging stuff, and he wouldn't stand behind something that, you know, he didn't feel good about. Dr. Amy S. Ross, MD, is a dermatologist who specializes in skin disorders and the treatment of skin cancer. Another amazing woman who stands behind our products. And then we have Dr. Kevin D. Smith, MD, fellow of the Royal College of Surgeons in Canada for ophthalmology. He was crucial in making our products super safe for children. So our products that we use on kids, he was called in to make sure that we had nothing that was going to get in their eyes, or, you know, make sure that it wouldn't harm them. You know, he, again, wouldn't put his name behind a product he didn't believe in. And last but not least, our Chief Science Officer, Alan J. Myers. This one is really big, guys. He's amazing. He has 30 plus years experience in this industry with improving, developing, restructuring research and development programs. He left L'Oreal and Revlon to come work for Monat. Mic drop. Mic drop. That's all I'm saying. So we have people who are on our side, and they're not Joe Schmo. It's who you want to be your doctor. Short and sweet. Okay, so yeah, our scientific board is not a joke. And when they all got on stage at Monations in DC they did some frequently asked questions, kind of like what we're doing right now, with concerning our products and the defaming things that people were saying about us. They all got on stage and they answered some questions. And to be honest, guys, they were rolling their eyes and like chuckling. Of course, like we said, we take serious things, like we take allergies and other serious, we don't want anyone to like anything bad to happen to people. That's not why they were laughing. But people have some crazy claims about what shampoo can do to them. And so just know that these people aren't going to let it fly. And you shouldn't either. So that is a little bit about our scientific board. And now Cam is going to go into a little bit about pyramid schemes, because we all get that one too. So what do we say to combat that?
Guys, I still laugh at this. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I don't ever deal with stuff like this, like, or anybody coming at me. But when I have people that deal with it, I just laugh, because this information is so readily available for us on the internet to read and be able to show people that we are not a pyramid scheme. Okay, I'm going to break this down like super simple. And I'm also going to provide the link that I found, the definition of what pyramid scheme is. So a pyramid scheme is promising consumers or investors large profits based primarily on recruiting others to join their program, not based on profits from any real investment or real sale of goods to the public. This is not us, because we have to sell $200 worth of product in order to ever be making money. Okay? So for example, I could recruit 50 girls, okay, at the beginning of this month, but until I sell my product $200 worth, I will not make a dime from signing them up. I will not make a dime from the sales that they end up making, okay? So that is the biggest reason why we are not a pyramid scheme, okay? 2 telltale signs that a company is a pyramid scheme. The first one, inventory loading. When a company's incentive program forces recruits to buy more products than they could ever sell at an inflated price. That's not us, because we don't carry inventory ever. And we are never, ever, ever required to buy any more products. It's our choice. That's like a luxury that we get, is to be able to buy these products at a discounted price, but we don't have to. And we sure as hell don't have to sell a certain amount of smoothing shampoo and a certain amount of this. I could sell every single oil in the world and I would still make money. I don't have to sell a certain amount of units of each product, okay? Another one is lack of retail sales. And I don't want you guys to get confused with like retail and VIP, okay? This is just like, they're just talking about sales outside to the general public. So when a company is claiming that their product is selling like hotcakes, okay, but with closer examination, the sales only occur between the people inside the company or new recruits, not consumers in the general public. This is not us, because we have a clear sign of people that are in this company and people who are buying as a customer, okay? And like we said, we have over 700,000 very, very, very happy customers, okay? So you guys, just do your research. Like, I think that the whole like topic of this call, and I'm just going to send you guys this link that I found all that pyramid scheme information on, because it's as simple as going and doing your research and wanting to learn more about this, rather than just like wanting everyone to have the answer of how to respond to it. You should want to learn more, because like we keep on preaching over and over, knowledge is power. And when you can provide people with cold, hard facts, they can't say anything to you. It's not just our opinion. It's not just, oh, I have a million great clients. No, it's legitimate facts. Okay, so that's kind of like the whole point that we wanted to get from this call. I am going to put that text reply on the Facebook page if that's like okay. I don't know if that's okay for the training page, but it won't let me send it in here. And I just want to make sure that everyone's downline does receive that text. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Just don't allow this minor, like really like irrelevant part of this business affect you and get you down, because really exactly, knowledge is power, you guys. And if you guys have the knowledge, then you can't not be confident about talking about this.
Well, also always, everything comes down to mindset. At the core of this business, it is still about mindset. You have to be unshakable, and people are going to try to stir the pot no matter what you do in your life. And so it is important to be knowledgeable so that you can come back with facts. And if you have a strong mindset and you know that one naysayer or two naysayers isn't going to stop your business in its tracks. And if it does, you need a better mindset. Then we can talk about personal development and all that jazz. But but it's mindset is the whole core of this business. So having an unshakable mindset is important. I also wanted to say, we all know that we have very specific products, right? So that's something that's very innovative about us and what makes us so awesome. In saying that, it is your job as a market partner to be extremely knowledgeable on these products and what they do. So, if you give somebody the wrong stuff, they're probably not going to be very happy. If you give them the right stuff, they're going to be extremely happy and never use anything else on their head again in their life. So you want to make sure that, you're not recommending the wrong products to people, because then at that point, then they're going to start making, assumptions about the products that, because it didn't go with their hair type, may or may not be true. So just saying that our products are specific. So please dive into product knowledge. It's the core of your business, the products. Of course, we always want to offer the opportunity to people too, but, just get to know the products, get familiar with them. If you just joined, you'll get it once you use them more, once you take some notes on some videos. So don't be overwhelmed by that. But yeah, getting to know the products is extremely important so that you can recommend the right stuff to people.
Definitely, you guys. So we hope that you guys enjoyed this call. We really didn't want it. We always talk about keeping negative stuff out of this business. And I think that's why we haven't done a call like this on these topics in a really long time. But when it comes down to it, this doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be, because none of it's true. So we have the knowledge, we've provided it for you guys. So let's go and learn it, and let's prove all these freaking people wrong. Okay? That's it. That's all it is. Let's keep on going, keep being confident, keep on learning. And what's gonna stop us? Nothing. All right.
We love you guys. We love you so much. Thank you guys for coming on.
Have a great night. We can't end it, but